Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Publio. I'm going to sing a couple of songs to prepare our environment, to prepare our soul for the night, for the instructions that we have tonight. So, welcome to our Spiritism talk. I'm going to sing a song called Vibrate. When life lends a hand, it's time to open up your heart. It is time to love one another. It's time to take part. Vibrate always, loving and serving everyone. Vibrate always, loving and serving everyone. When we give our heart in charity, our lives are transformed into songs. Our dreams become reality. And we join Jesus for eternity. Vibrate always, loving and serving everyone. Vibrate always, loving and serving everyone. When we give our heart in charity, our lives are transforming into songs. Our dreams become reality. And we join Jesus for eternity. The next song is sung to Mother Zephyrina. Source of love that radiates, warming up our cold nights, support and comfort, support and comfort, cascades from down the mountain, calling the children of earth with love in their hearts, with love in their heart. My soul never loses hope, because your love always teaches me the solution lies in hard work. The solution lies in hard work. Oh, my mother Zephyrina, harvest of wonderful blessings, make us more son a good Christian, make us more son a good Christian. The next song called Calm Me Down. If I close my eyes to pray, I hear the sound of the sea far away. If I close my eyes to pray. Jesus cradles me, in his arms I sway. Body harmonizes, how well done in the hay. Music lifts, his spirits in sweet ballet. Nature's love, a constant giveaway. Enjoy my heart find its way. If I close my eyes to pray, Jesus cradles me, in his arms I sway. If I close my eyes to pray, Jesus cradles me, in his arms I sway. If I close my eyes to pray, I heard the sound of the sea far away. If I close my eyes to pray, Jesus cradles me, in his arms I sway. Body harmonizes, how well done in the hay. Music lifts, his spirits in sweet ballet. Nature's love, a constant giveaway. Enjoy in peace, my heart find its way. If I close my eyes to pray, Jesus cradles me, in his arms I sway. If I close my eyes to pray, Jesus cradles me, in his arms I sway. Now, a good old man. It's not me, it's about Dr. Bezerra de Menezes. Blue crystal eyes, color of the sky. Gray bushy beard, Santa's look alike. Shine on your brothers on the suffering, living joy or in pain. Blue crystal eyes, color of the sky. Gray bushy beard, Santa's look alike. Shine on your brothers on earth. Suffering, living joy, or in pain. Blessed is Apostle of the Lord. Receive our prayers and also our heart. Blessed is Apostle of the light. Place our pain at the feet of Jesus Christ. Blessed is Apostle of the good. Receive our prayers and also our heart. Desejate these days, apostle of the light, place our pain at the feet of Jesus Christ. Love in action. Oh Jesus, here I am, my knees on the floor to say thank you, my Lord, for the life that come through this door. Your love is the key to change the entire world. Using these chains wisely, we live in peace and harmony. Now I understand, helping others is helping myself. Your words now are so crystal clear. Your teachings have no frontiers. To see how this transformation, we just have to put love in action. Now I understand, helping others is helping myself. Your words now are so crystal clear. Your teachings have no frontiers. To see all these transformations, we just have to put love in action.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Spirit Talk. We thank everyone for joining us tonight. Before we start, we would like to share a couple of announcements. We ask you to turn off your phone notifications and find a quiet place to stay during this time if possible. Our meeting will have a 30 minutes presentation followed by Q&A. Then, after the presentation, we will have a spiritual treatment with passes and magnetized water. So we invite you to set aside a container with your water to be magnetized. Our meeting is being retransmitted today by Continental Conference Americas through their Facebook and also every Wednesday at 8 p.m. by Kardec Radio through their Facebook and YouTube. For those who want to learn more about Spiritism, Get to Know to Spiritism is a free and online course that happens every Saturday at 5:15 p.m. East. New class will be starting in fall. More information will be given soon, so stay tuned. The gospel, we offer virtual live gospel at home. Did you know that? So, the gospel at home is an effective support for you and your family's spiritual harmony. We will motivate and guide you in establishing and maintaining the gospel at home study meetings. By posting in the chat, you can request it. So please let us know. You are welcome to include your or someone else's names on the list of positive vibrations for incarnate or discarnate. The person you indicate will be assisted by the good spirits to provide healing energy and strengthen goodwill. Please find the link in our chat. The topic of today's special meeting will be how Spiritists love one another. This is the first teaching. Educate yourselves. This is the second, which will be facilitated by our sister Anna Emlinger from Massachusetts, US. Everyone is welcome to write comments and questions in the chat, and they will be addressed at the end of the talk. And now we would like to invite our tonight's speaker, Anna. Welcome.
Thank you
Hello.
very much.
How are you today?
I am doing great. Good to
It's
see you, Marcel.
good to see you too. We are very happy to have you here tonight.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna do our opening prayer, and then you can start your talk. Okay.
Thank you.
So I invite everyone to close your eyes if you wish and feel comfortable. Elevate our thoughts to our beloved Master Jesus. We would like to thank you, Lord, for the opportunity to be here one more Tuesday in order to learn more about your teachings. We ask your love and your protection for us, for our family, friends, and for all the humanity. May we learn about the so important topic of today's talk, and may we understand and practice your teachings of love and educate ourselves in our lives. Help us to always remember that Jesus is our guide and model, and if we follow him, we will be good spiritists. We ask the good spirits to inspire our tonight's speaker, and we ask you to stay with us today and always. So be it. So, Anna, I'll see you later, okay?
Thank you, Marcele. All right. Good evening, everyone. What a joy to be back in this group and to talk about a topic that is so fascinating, right? And it has so much to do with our um, our everyday thinkings and thoughts and decisions. And so, thank you so much for the invitation. I'm very, very excited. And so for tonight, I was invited to talk about the importance of studying Spiritism. And I could not come without some support from my students. So, and that is a nice surprise that I have for the group, is that I invited some of our students from the Basic Notions of Spiritism group, the Global Kardec in the United States, and I invited them to join us. Some are current students, some are students that took our classes already, and they were available and willing to share their experience with us tonight. So thank you very much for coming. We have Bill here with us. Thank you, Bill, for coming. We also
Wonderful.
we also have Shinha. Also joining Shinha is in London, so it's very very late. It's actually morning for her. What time is it there, Shinha, for you?
Hi everyone, it's 1:37 in the morning. Today is Wednesday, the 3rd of July.
Okay, thank you so much for accepting this invitation and for bringing your joy and your light here with us tonight. Um, do I have anyone else already in the room? I am not sure. Angelica. Hi,
Hi,
Angelica. Thank you very much for joining as well. So, what a
thank you.
beautiful group. And Juliana, you made it.
I
Yay.
did. Hi.
I'm so glad to know. All right, so the plan is I will briefly start talking about the topic, and then we will open the floor for your testimonies. I have one question, and we will hear your answers for that question, and then we will continue. And in the end, we might have a few questions from the audience. So please feel free to stay with us if you can to answer the questions. How does that sound? Good?
Super.
Awesome. All right, so the topic of tonight: O Spiritists, love one another. This is the first teaching. Educate yourselves. This is the second. So, in the next page, we will see um, where we find this quote in the basic works of Allan Kardec. So, this quote was um, shared by the Spirit of Truth in Paris 1860, and this is in the chapter 6 of the Gospel according to Spiritism, the coming of the Spirit of Truth. And so it's a very very important message that we have in the Gospel, and in a certain moment of the message, the Spirit of Truth says this: O Spiritists, love one another. This is the first teaching. Educate yourselves. This is the second. All truths are found in Christianity. The errors that have become rooted within it are of human origin. And here, beyond the grave, which you believed was nothingness, voices cry out to you. Brothers and sisters, nothing perishes. Jesus Christ is the victor over evil. The victors over, be victors over impiety. So that's how he ends the message. And then we have another message that we Spiritism is so rich with messages, right? And we wanted also to bring this message from Jesus himself. If you abide in my word, you are truly my disciples, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. So I brought this thought, this beautiful quote from Jesus too, because who doesn't want to be free, right? Free of our own imperfections, free of our doubts, free of our questions, free of our fears, right? Of our doubts. So let's continue. Allan Kardec, in the text before the message that we shared by the Spirit of Truth, Allan Kardec writes, Spiritism provides us an unshakable faith in the future. And in a few minutes, we are going to hear from our students. And let's see if they agree with this, and let's see how their experience when they got to know Spiritism was. If this makes sense, right? Allan Kardec saying that it provides us an unshakable faith in the future, and bitter doubt no longer falls upon our soul. Spiritism enables us to see things from a higher point of view. And he continues, thus, Spiritism accomplishes what Jesus said about the promised consoler, the knowledge of things that enables humans to know. And I think I had some effects in this slide. I think it's not working here. But what he's saying is that Spiritism enables humans to know where they have come from, where they are going, and the reason why they are on earth. Right? So these are the things that are little hidden there. But Spiritism helps us, enables human to know where they come from, where they are going, and what we are doing here. Right? Let's continue. Oh, now I have the effect. Now I have the effect there. So highlighting where they have come from, where they are going, and why they are on the earth. All right. So, and that's the now comes the last comment before the testimonies, right? I also thought about bringing this quote from Jesus because I think this is maybe one of the main reasons why we share our knowledge. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. So, if one day I got to know Spiritism and it absolutely changed my life, changed every single piece of my life, why not get this light and put it on its stand? So that's why we have Global Kardec. That's the reason why Global Kardec was created. Global Kardec is the online school of Spiritism that provides courses in Spiritism in so many different countries around the world, online, completely free of charge, right? So, and that's why we are here. So we can go ahead now and see the question that we're going to ask to our dear guests that were able to join us, right? So, what impact does studying Spiritism have in your life? So, I think I'm going to start with Shinha. I think she's the one that is more far away from us, right, Shinha?
Yes. Okay, so I feel like to answer this question, I need to start with explaining how I got into Spiritism, because it's only been quite recently. Oh, sorry, my baby's crying. Hold it 1 second. Sorry, guys. um, so I feel that, yeah. So I only met Spiritism, let's say, like in the last year. So since I've been in the course, which was in 2023 when I started, and I got it through a message. So when my daughter died in 2022 December, I was looking for something to. One second. Sorry. So I felt like I needed something to allow me to be able to not be bitter, like what was on the screen earlier, and have so much hate in my heart and rage for the fact that I've experienced the death of my child. And so I constantly was looking for something to prove to me that it didn't just happen and that's it. Like there was no more. Like I just had a child to just. And so I was looking and searching and asking for something in spirit. I definitely spoke about spirit. And then as I was driving to get my hair done, I looked to the side, and I've driven down this road many times. I just looked to the side and I see Spiritist church. I have never in my life seen a Spiritist church, didn't know what Spiritism was. So then I Google it and I watched a couple of videos on YouTube and I said, this is exactly what I need. And so after my research, I decided that I would go to one of the churches, but I wasn't able to find one close to me. And a friend of mine mentioned that she knew a medium. So I went and spoke to this medium, and he gave me all the evidence and all the proof that there is life after this life, yeah, and that we continue. And he just said all the things about my daughter that I thought, like, it just soothed my heart. Until this day, I hold that for the rest of my life. And I'm so grateful that I had that, because I think I'd be in a very different place today. And he said to me, you're going to do a course. And I was like, no, I'm not. I don't have money to do any courses. I have studied enough in my life. I don't want to study. So I was like, no, I'm not. And then the following day, I went on Facebook and the course came. It said, get to know Spiritism. And I was like, what? How on earth is this just going to pop up? And it's exactly what I need. And so I joined your wonderful course, and the impact it's had on my life. It's honestly been therapy for me. It has allowed me to see the world in a completely different way. It's allowed me to have a different relationship with death and embrace death and life, see it as one thing and not two separate things. And I'm just so grateful that this exists, because in many other religions, it's so separate, and it doesn't allow you to speak about life after death in the way that Spiritism does.
Oh my, thank you, Shinya. Thank you so much for sharing. Who would like to go next?
I can go next.
Thank you, Juliana.
Hi, everyone. I'm Juliana. I just started the course, completed the first one just a few weeks ago. Growing up, I have always been able to see spirits, hear them, feel them, have dreams that actually became reality. And I was always very afraid of it because I didn't really understand. Tried to do some courses in the past and didn't work out. And recently, which was before this course, probably about a year ago, my 11-year-old daughter, started seeing a spirit that it wasn't the most pleasant to be around. She was frightened. It was very challenging for me to see her that way. And I said, now is the time, because knowledge is power, right? We have to it's good to understand and see what is out there, how things work. That has not helped me with that situation, but so many other things in life. Thank goodness that the spirit's no longer, the obsession is gone, and that we do the gospel at home. My girls, 11 and 15, they actually ask for it. And not all the time they understand. We understand the message that comes, but we trust that one day we will. we read the book 2000 Years that also helped me understand that there's choices in life that we make that give us a different ways for us to go move forward, right? Everything is a cause and effect. What you put out there is you're gonna go through trials in life, and until you learn from those trials, we can't really move on. That I have We all go through difficult things, right? At work, at home, but that really helped me understand why sometimes things are happening. I don't know exactly why, but I know it's a trial. um, and just be able to face it with a different way, having love in my heart, having faith, and knowing that if we choose those two, which is following God and Jesus, it will be okay. The last but not least, I just lost my grandpa a few weeks ago, and I went to Brazil for it, and I this course helped me understand, like Sheehan said before, how does it really happen, right? It's not separate. It's yes, I miss him, but I accept it. He had a wonderful life, and just to understand when he was confused and calling people in the room, to my grandma was terrified, and like just to pray with her and how and show her how to pray, and know that the spirits of lights were there to support not only him but her and all our family members. That really gave peace in my heart. So spiritism has just really always been I've always been part of it, never really understood fully how I do now, which is not fully. There's a lot of knowledge to come still, but it has changed not in my life, but in my family too. Even though my husband's not doing the course, I've noticed a change on all my family for the better. Yeah. So thank you, Anna, for this opportunity to be here today. I hope y'all stay with peace. And
Thank you, Juliana. Thank you. I appreciate a lot your presence. Yeah.
thank you.
Who feels like going next? Bill, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Bill Eschbach, and I'm coming to you from a small artist community in southern Arizona called Tubac. Um, I'm very American. I'll start off by saying so. Uh, until I encountered Spiritism, I had no experience with it, although I had a curiosity of religions of many kinds um, throughout my life, and encountered Spiritism through my wife, who is Brazilian. And it was just a thing. I went with her one time to the Spiritist Center in Philadelphia, where I'm from. And I don't know, it was very strange because the things that were said appealed to me. And that was what's strange about that is that I don't speak a word of Spanish or Portuguese. And this center was all Spanish and Portuguese speaking. But yet it spoke to me in a way as we went through and started learning about the gospel according to Spiritism, and then the Spirit's book. And it was funny because I had I received passes over the course of about 5 years that my wife and I attended this center, and we made a decision to leave Philadelphia and move to Tucson, Arizona. Well, Tucson was a wonderful thing, except that there wasn't any Spiritist center. So I kept searching, I kept looking for a center, not only just a center, but a center that taught, that had classes in English. And at another center that I was in, that I attended briefly in Columbus, Ohio, one of the members of that community said to me, well, I'm aware of something in North Carolina that's English speaking and online, which was great because here I was in Philadelphia and, wanted to educate myself more in Spiritism. Well, when I arrived in Arizona in 2015, I had an opportunity to bring my mother with me. And in 2016, as a matter of fact, it would be roughly 8 years ago this month, she passed. And the attitude was not that I'm lost or that I lost somebody, but that she found peace. She was 99 years old. She had Alzheimer's disease, which is something that I wouldn't wish on anyone. But it was just a wonderful experience because as I navigated her death, I navigated my life and found, I guess now it's 3 families. It's nice to see you, Angelica, after classes. It was nice to see Xenia, and everyone else, and you too, Anna. It's been great. I have many families, many people that I have found that I love in fraternal fashion. And it's just been a great time. It's made me feel more positive about my life. And I'm on the homeward journey, I think, because I stand at 73 years old. And gee whiz, it's just been a wonderful trip. It's been wonderful getting to know people, listening to different experiences, and it's just been a great experience. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Bill. And also thank you very, very much for all the support that you do to Spiritism in English behind the scenes, helping reviewing the translations and everything that you do. Thank you so much. And now, last but not least, Angelica.
Hi guys, I'm Angelica. I was always a little bit sensitive. My family is kind of into Spiritism, but they don't go to Spiritism Center or anything like that. So I already knew about it, and they always supported me. They always believed on me when I said that I was seeing something, I had a dream of something, or I heard something. So I always had a support, but I moved here and I don't have my family here. My family's back in Brazil. And things were getting a little bit too crazy for me. That's what they say. If you don't study, if you don't understand what's going on, it can get worse. And it was getting worse. I have been volunteering in the crisis line for 2 years now. And it got to a point that I was like, how am I going to be giving support to people if I don't feel like I am mentally okay to do that? And I did start therapy, but how do you start therapy? And you tell your therapist that like, oh, this is happening. I am having those dreams that are happening, or I saw this, I heard that. They understand it totally different than Spiritism understand it. And I was getting very depressed for no reason. And I knew that that wasn't me and that I had no reason to be feeling like that. So that was when my mom sent me the link for the Brazilian group, but it wasn't working for me because of the time zone. And then one of the students for the American group texted me, and she was asking me for being a volunteer for English classes. And then she also asked me if I was willing to come to this group. So I was like, oh my God, yeah, this is what I've been wanting. So thank you. And this was the first time that I was supported outside of my family, that I could open up and explain what was happening to me. And as soon as I started, things started getting better. And right now, I really think that I can handle a lot of things. I am feeling happier and better and being able to help people. And being patient, I feel like during the course, Anna knows we talk a lot about patience and how we have to improve that and just focus on the moment. And I do think I'm learning that. I still have a lot to learn, but this group really changed my life. I feel like I'm able to help people, help myself, and help people who are on the other side too. So thank you, Anna. Thank have this group for being so supportive.
Thank you, Angelica. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, so wow. I hope you that are watching agree with me that the power of these testimonies, right, is huge because it does support what Allan Kardec was saying and what we will continue to show you in the presentation now. Thank you again, Bill and Angelica. I'm going to ask Rodrigo to put the slides for me because I want to share a few more things that we learn in Spiritism. Oh, and we had another testimony from Erica. Erica was our student this semester too. She could not come. She's on a trip to the mountains and she wouldn't have access to the internet. But she wrote this nice testimony here. I would be happy to read. Studying Spiritism has profoundly impacted my life by providing clarity and purpose. It has helped me understand the continuity of the soul, fostering a deeper sense of peace and acceptance. Spiritism's teachings on morality and the spiritual consequences of our actions have guided me toward more compassionate and mindful living. This journey has also enriched my relationships as I now approach others with greater empathy and understanding. Overall, Spiritism has become a source of comfort and wisdom, influencing my daily decisions and overall outlook on life. So I thank you, Erica, for this beautiful comment. Spiritism was new to Erica too. She just took the very first course with us, and it was amazing to hear her comments in our last class. All right, so let's continue here. Spiritism is so rich, right? We have a vast literature. Right here, we can see Allan Kardec, Emmanuel, André Luiz, right? Chico Xavier, who donated his entire life to psychography under the guidance of our governor, Jesus Christ. So let's hear the opinion. We have so much to share, but I selected one quote from André Luiz and one from Emmanuel about studying the importance of studying Spiritism. So let's go ahead, right? So we see in the page of the United States Spiritist Federation this information about André Luiz that I thought was so important to share. So go ahead, Rodrigo. We have a nice quote from the site. We could perhaps say that the study of Spiritism, as we know it in more recent years, would not be the same without the literary gifts presented by André Luiz and his loyal medium, Chico Xavier. So André Luiz, I'm gonna just for the sake of time, I'm gonna just go quickly, but if you go into the next page, André Luiz, in his last life, he was a Brazilian physician and researcher. And that's why I brought one message from him where he talks about health. And he mentions the importance of studying for a healthy body. And I thought was just unbelievable. So Andre Luis is a messenger, a teacher. He's a friend. He's someone that brings a lot of teachings for us. You can go ahead, Rodrigo. So from the moment his first book, Nosso Lar, came published in Brazil in 1944, and we have this book translated to English. We have a movie that we can watch about this book, right? So much happened because it's almost like Andre Luis opened the curtains for us to understand the spiritual world, which is unbelievable, right? So let's keep going. Nosso Lar was the first in a series of novels that would literally catalyze the Spiritist movement by awakening readers to the tangibility, so to speak, of spirit life and of the interaction between the spiritual and material worlds. So this book, Nosso Lar, is a must read. So here in this book, Aulas da Vida, which is Lessons of Life in English, we find message 12, health principles. So let's read the message. It gives us 10 main points about health. 1, keep your heart in peace ahead of all situations and all things. All the assets of life belong to God. Number 2, rely on a duty strictly carried out. There is no physical balance without spiritual harmony. Listen to all these great tips from Andrea Luiz. Number 3, cultivate the habit of prayer. Prayer is light in the defense of body and soul. Number 4, occupy your available time with fruitful work without forgetting the rest that is essential for a just recovery. The suggestion of darkness comes to us through the empty hour. Keep that in mind. Use your time. Occupy yourself. And number 5, which is the one that I was super excited to share with you. Always study. The renewal of ideas favors the wise renewal of organic cells. Remember that we are talking about these are words from a spirit that was a physician on earth, right? Number 6, avoid anger. To become angry is to become animalized, falling into the shadows of a low level. Number 7, run away from slander. Stirred mud hits those who stir it up. Let's keep that in mind. Number 8, whenever possible, breathe in long breaths and don't forget to bathe daily, however lightly. Clean air is precious nourishment, and cleanliness is a simple duty. And then 2 more. 9, eat little. The sensible creature eats to live, while the reckless creature lives. No, sorry. The sensible creature eats to live, while the reckless creature lives to eat. And then the 10th one, use patience and forgiveness tirelessly. We have all been charitably tolerated by divine goodness millions of times. How many times we need forgiveness? And God gave us, right? To keep our hearts in the vinegar of intolerance is to cause our own fall into useless death. And that's all we don't want, right? But let's remember number 5, study always. Never get tired of studying, right? And let's continue. So then Andrea Lewis, and then from Emmanuel, it's just a short message. Emmanuel, as we know, a spirit guide who communicated through the mediumship of Chico Xavier, emphasized the importance of studying Spiritism several times in order to enlighten ourselves and progress spiritually. And I selected one from the book The Way, the Truth, and the Life by Francisco Cândido Xavier. He states, by studying Spiritism, we learn to think more correctly. And I was so excited to hear our dear guests' testimonies because they were talking about this, right? We learn to think more correctly, we make better decisions and improve our relationships. By studying Spiritism, says Emmanuel, we acquire a sense of responsibility and understand the true purpose of our existence. So, again, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. That said Jesus to us. And with that, I end our presentation today. Thank you very much for your time. Again, I'm very grateful for our dear friends that joined us tonight to share those beautiful words, those words that came from their heart, from their experience studying Spiritism. And I hope this can really motivate you to join us in the study of Spiritism. Thank you.
Sorry, I have my mic on off, and now I'm back. It's so good.
Thank
Sorry.
you.
Thank you so much for the presentation, for all the testimonies that everyone shared with us. I got very emotional.
Me
Yeah,
too.
thank you so much, everyone. The one that the ladies that had to leave, they had some things to do. But thank you, Bill, for your story. Actually, we have one one question that I did here, and it's gonna be like for Bill. Okay, that the one that it's here with us. Like I'm gonna put here like what was the award, the reason or reasons for you to start studying in Spiritism? Could you share with us?
Sure. I'll answer in one word. I was curious.
Curious.
Curiosity um, was the reason. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I've always had an interest in different ways of or different faiths, different
Mm-hmm.
religious faiths, ranging everywhere from um, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints to Messianic Judaism um, to Islam.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the conclusion I came to is that it's all one. And Spiritism helped me arrive at that solution. Is it's all we're all talking about the same thing. Um, God is God, and He's got many different names, or she has many different names, depending on your perspective, I guess. But um, yeah, I'd have to say it was curiosity, and also um, as a result of some spiritual surgeries that I've had, um, where things have mysteriously disappeared
Mm-hmm.
from my health after a surgery.
Wow.
So um, the the things that and it all comes back down to just being curious about what spiritism is, and how it works.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I believe everyone like uh might have the curiosity, right? To know what is, and that's good that you are in the spiritism. Like because some people go, they satisfy their curiosity and they leave, but you is still here. So that's very nice. That's very good to know. So thank
And
you again.
yeah,
You
you're
you wanna,
welcome.
yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say I'm not going anywhere.
That's great.
Good for us, Michelle.
Yeah.
So you know, Bill already completed the entire cycle of studies, but he's
Mm-hmm.
still with us, right?
That's
Because
great.
he's part of the family, as he mentioned, and
Yeah.
That's right.
we are so grateful to have him with us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Yeah.
grateful to have you.
And it's when we are in the spiritism, we never stop studying. Never. It's like the life university, or university of life, of the life, right?
Hmm.
It's the school of the soul.
Yes. So thank you again for both of you. Okay. Thank you for everything, for the talk. Okay. And thank you for all the comments in the chat, the participation in the chat. So we will now move to the preparation for tonight's spiritual treatment. PAS is the transfusion of spiritual energy with the goal of assisting with our physical, emotional, and mental balance. PASs help us to restore a state of harmony and peace by replacing negative energy with healthy and positive energy. In order to receive the best benefits from passes, please follow the audio instruction or remain in prayer. You may close your eyes to help with mentalization. During the pass, the water you set aside will also absorb the spiritual energy that you and your family can benefit from. We will now make a prayer in preparation for the pass, which will be our closing prayer as well. Okay, so once again, I invite everyone to close your eyes if you feel comfortable and elevate our thought to our Heavenly Father. Thank you, Lord, for this beautiful talk, for all the testimonies, all the people who came to share with us their stories. We also thank you for the opportunity to be here in order to learn more about your teachings. Please, Master Jesus, help us to put into practice your teachings and examples so that we can become a better person. As we learn on the tonight's talk, may we can help one and another and we can educate ourselves because it is the only way we grow. We ask the good spirits to bless us, our family, our friends, the people who are suffering, and especially all the people whose names are in our vibration list. Please bless our week and everything we need to do. May we never forget that you are with us. And thank you, Jesus, for everything you have done for us. And stay with us today and always. So be it.
Let's get ready for the pass and water fluidification. Please get a container with clean water to be fluidified. Brothers and sisters, it does not matter where you are, what type of hardships you are going through. Jesus is always ready to come and help us. Place yourself in a comfortable position which can make it easy for you to reach concentration and receptiveness. Breathe slowly and easily. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Fill up your lungs with air and let it out very slowly. Let tranquility and peace energies penetrate your lungs and move throughout your body. Your soul, in harmony with your body, feels easy and in peace. Let's imagine Jesus' passage. A clear day, the sun's golden rays illuminate the happy passage in Capernaum. A lot of white houses, multicolored vines, and hopping birds fill the landscape with optimism. The news about cures attracted the crowd in need. Suddenly, Jesus appears slim and handsome. His tunic was hanging down to his feet. At sunset, all those with sick people hit by several illnesses would bring them, and as he placed his hands over each one, he would heal them. This is what Luke the evangelist says. Let's imagine Jesus approaching you. He holds his friendly hands over our head. Notice that from his generous hands, a waterfall with clear and pure water originated from his love come to bathe you. It flows on your head, goes down your shoulders, bathe all your being, and brings you peace, serenity, and balance. They remove all impurities and pacify you. Feel the water bathing you, cleaning. Breathe. Now, imagine Jesus as a sun before you. His light, his warmth surrounds you. Feel the healing energy that comes from Jesus towards you. He hears your prayers. Trust him. His love is endless and it follows you and protects you. It provides you with everything you need. Have faith. Absorb the healing energy from Jesus. His light surrounds you. Feel the energy going through all your body. Feel stronger and in peace. Lord Jesus, our divine friend, reach out your generous hands, Lord, and change this water into medicine for our physical and spiritual illnesses. Protect us, Jesus, with your peace. Spread those vibrations of love throughout my home, Lord. May peace, health, and tranquility reign here. We are very grateful to you, Jesus. Stay with us today and forever. Thank God. Please remember to use the fluidified water.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We will be back next Tuesday here on Spiritism Canada and Continental Concaffers Americas at 8:30 p.m. East, and next Wednesday on Kardec Radio at 8 p.m. And please don't forget to follow us on Spiritism Canada on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, and the Spiritism group Path of the Light on Facebook as well. Have a good night.
Sometimes it's not so easy. Sometimes it's not so close. Sometimes we build our dreams, but then we see them decompose. feeling sad and blue. Give life a chance, my friend, the sun will shine again on you. Believe you can come through. The rainy days are true. Have little faith in you. Maybe tomorrow you can dream all your dreams again. Though some sorrow remains, it doesn't mean the end. Believe you can come through. The rainy days are true. Sometimes okay to feel blue. Have little faith in you. Dream all your dreams again. Though some sorrow remains, your dreams can get you through. Have little faith